Do you, 1 second, yeah, that looks funny. There we go. Do you suffer from arm pain? Arm pain may develop, from abnormalities or injury to the bone, skin, nerves, joint, or blood vessel. In this video, I'm going to share with you what is hand pain, the cause, the symptoms, and prevention. How to prevent it. Okay. Hi, welcome to Stress Out Stress Free. If we haven't met yet, my name is Vincent Woon, where I help people like you stay stress free by changing one habit at a time. All right. Today, we're going to talk about arm pain, causes, symptoms, and how to prevent it. Would you like to know, right? Good. All right. Let's see. What is arm pain? 1 second here. Let me get this out of the way. All right. Let's go to our slide. What is arm pain? Arm pain is, put in the chat, what do you think arm pain is? But I'm going to tell you anyways. Okay. Arm pain is typically due to like injuries, irritation or inflammation anything that's affecting the structure of the arm, and also possibility the neck and upper spine too. So because we have the nerves coming out from the spine, right? So that could be either way, or that's what happens when you have arm pain. You never know. But everyday activities, including like typing, working with tools, and playing sports, lifting heavy lifting heavy objects, exercising, can cause arm pain. And arm pain usually, excuse me. Arm pain usually on the left side, accompanied by tightening of the chest. You have a nauseate and difficulty breathing, and symptoms of a coronary artery disease, or even sometimes heart attack. So that's according to Mayo Clinic. Okay, all right. So just make sure if you have arm pain, it's not It's not creating like problem with your breathing, and you have tightness in the chest. That's that's a sign that might have a heart attack. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's go look at the causes of arm pain. Usually what causes arm pain, right? Okay. All right. Arm pain can be caused by accompanying symptoms range from like mild to severe. So the possible causes of arm pains are, let's see, arm pains are pinched nerve. Pinched nerves happens, has too much when there's too much pressure due to too much pressure on a surrounding. So what I mean is, you have pinched nerve because there's too much pressure around the bones, the muscle, the cartilage, the tendons, and sometimes you feel like tingling, numbness, and sharp pain, and probably muscle weakness too. So that's pinched nerve. Okay, and pinched nerve. And next is sprain. Sprain happens pretty much like everywhere, right? On your leg, your hand, and on your feet, everywhere, on the ankle too. So yes. So sprain is stretching or tearing of a ligament or a tendon. There are common injuries, and sometimes it takes usually takes a while. With a mild sprain, you can treat it at home. But severe strain, then you have to make sure you go check, and surgery might require it, right? Usually it involves like swelling, bruising, limited joint movement, and unstable joint. Okay. All right. What's next? It's not moving. Okay. Tendinitis, right? So these are like major things that happen, like sprain, tendinitis can happen like anywhere in your body, right? Tendinitis is like basically inflammation to the tendon, and usually it occurs on the shoulder, elbows, the wrist. Okay, tendinitis, and we're going to be talking about the elbow tendinitis next show. All right, usually it varies from mild to severe. So, and sometimes you will see like mild swelling, tenderness, and also dull and aching pain. Okay. Okay. Next is rotary cuff injury. So that happens. When did rotary? I mean, that how does rotor cuff injuries happen? It's usually people who perform like overhead motions, like overhead, like maybe baseball player or painters. They paint, look up and look overhead, and people who do anything that use the motion over the head. Okay, so symptoms may include like they might have dull pain, dull ache on the shoulder, and potential arm weakness too, right? Okay, what's next? Okay, supposed to be broken bones, but okay, broken bones is right here. All right, broken bones. Hold on a second. Let me just have a check. Okay, all right. Broken bones. Broken bones accidents, right? Can cause like sharp pain, and you can sometimes you can hear the break, right? And usually it comes with swelling, bruises, severe pain, and sometimes vision, this deformity till you can't see properly, and ability to turn the palm. Okay, all right. And rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic disorder that caused by inflammation in the joint itself, like maybe like on the elbow joint, the wrist joint, shoulder joint. Okay, so usually you feel like warm, tender joints, or swelling of the joints, stiffness to the joint, and fatigue. All right. Next one is angina. Angina is occurs when it happens when your chest pain, and when your heart isn't getting enough oxygen. So when your heart is not getting enough oxygen, that's like ding 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 ding. That means you have to be careful, right? And also you make sure that you be alert and make sure you don't have a heart attack, right? So basically, not getting enough oxygen, so you have to be alert there, right? And usually it goes to the arm, the shoulder, sometimes pressure on the chest, and the neck, back of the neck too. So kind of like interrelated. So when you get neck pain, shoulder pain, chest pain, so you have to make sure you check that that's it's not coming from it's not caused by angina, right? Basically, you get chest pain, nauseated too, and sometimes you feel dizzy and shortness of breath. Usually, when you say shortness of breath, first thing 911 is going to tell you, go to an emergency room. If you call a doctor, probably the same thing too, right? So, and that's angina. And what's next? So once we talk about angina, the chest, and then next comes to heart attack. Heart attack occurs, when the blood can. 1 second here. Let me just push it. Okay, so it occurs when there is a blockage in the heart oxygen supply. So it's a blockage around the circulation of the blood. So this can cause by sections of the heart muscle to die if oxygen doesn't go there quickly. So very important, heart attack, make sure you call 911 right away. And usually you will feel like pain in one or both arms, shortness of breath, and pain elsewhere in your upper body, and you feel like cold sweat, chest pain, dizziness, and also nausea. So if you have a combination of 2 or 3 of these, please call 911 right away. Okay. Of course, there's a technique you can do, which is this is the Chinese medicine. You press on your large intestine 4, which is the V between your thumb and your pointer finger. So make a V like this. Move your hand all the way down. You will feel a dimple there, and when you press on it, it feels funny. So that will help when heart attack, when you actually having the heart attack. And also they say to hit the back of the elbow, the back of the elbow, right? Your joint here, just hit like this, and then that will pump the blood to the area, and it will help at least until the 911 comes, the ambulance comes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So those are the causes of arm pain. Okay, arm pain, and let's look at the symptoms. Let's be sure to inform your doctor and any of these symptoms of arm pains. Okay, what are the symptoms of arm pain? Let's see. Ta-da! Symptoms of arm pain. Symptoms of arm pain could be pain in the wrist. 1 second here. Okay, pain in the wrist, the elbow, or the shoulder, or basically just arm feel weak, right? And pain as we mentioned earlier, pain in one arm or both arms, or upper arm pain, like up here pain, and then sudden arm pain in the right arm. So right arm, sudden arm pain. Okay, redness and discoloration of the skin on your arm. So if you see redness on your arm, or maybe you look pale, that's when you have arm pain. All right, and itching and throbbing skin. Okay, and then pain that worsen when you exercise. Okay, that's what you have to be mindful of, or make sure any pain, just listen to your body and make sure that it's not affecting your body. Okay, and it's not going to cause any arm pain, right? Numbness of tingling, of course, that's a biggie. Muscle pain and muscle aches, and then sometimes you also feel like the arms feels like very tender. Yeah, and then range of motion, also cramps, muscle cramps, and a sore arm. Okay, maybe you just overuse it when you went to the gym and you just overuse it, over pumping the muscle. over pumping the irons, right? Over pumping the weights. Yeah. Okay. All right. Look at the symptoms already. Let's go to what's next. How to prevent arm pain. All right. To prevent arm pain, not all forms of pain can be prevented, but some of them or most common conditions that cause arm pain can be related to straining or overuse to it. So let's see. Overuse of it. All right. So what we can do is to reduce or prevent arm pain is to reduce your force. What do you mean by reduce your force? Okay, so when you're typing or you're operating a cash register, don't hit the your keyboard or your cash register too hard. I know sometimes people use a pen and then they go so but sometimes you can see like they're really using a lot of force and poking, like kind of like poking the keyboard and the cash register, right? So whatever you do with your hands, use less force. What happens is that will help not too much put too much pressure onto the hand, right? Okay, and then when you reduce when you reduce the pressure, what you want to do is reduce the force, right? Yep. Okay, and next. Hello. Next. Okay. I missed one. Okay. Relax your grip. So when you're doing something, maybe when you're holding your pen or you're holding your equipment, right? While you're doing it, be more relaxed and not like hold harder and harder, then that will come or that will cause the hand to ache, right? So make sure anything that you do, you need to hold on something or you need to grab on something. Make sure you relax your grip and get the work done. Okay, don't need to mess up your hand, right? Okay. And the next one is I mentioned earlier. I was there. We were there earlier. Is take breaks. Yep, take breaks. Take breaks is always a good thing. Even if you do, let's say do like stuff that you do every day, repetitive tests. Do every day. Take a break. Everybody needs a break because everything that you do, if you work on it too long, you will create stress, right? So if you are doing something with your hands repetitively and you do it for a long time, you can hurt your hands, right? Or your arm, right? So it's important to take breaks so that it will help avoid injuries, especially if you can use this time to let's like stretch the hand, bend the hand a little bit, and then move around your hand, your wrist, and just relax. You need to take a break because if you stay there too long, it will create tension and put pressure onto the arms. Okay, all right, and my favorite, watch your form and posture. All right, how do you watch your form and posture? let me know in the chat. And one favorite one is make sure you check on your posture all the time and you do a chin tuck. So basically, if you if you're watching, you're doing too much on the computer, you'll be slowly sucking in and see how your neck bend towards the computer, right? So what you can do is open your chest, straighten up your shoulder, and then you do a chin tuck, like such. Chin tuck, and then you push your align your head, align your ear, your shoulder, and your sit bone all in one straight line. Okay, all right. I will put the posture video up here, and that way you can check. If it's not up here, I will check the description. It's definitely going to be down there. Okay, all right. And posture, make sure you check it every 45 minutes to an hour is better, because once you into working and once you doing stuff, you just concentrate on doing stuff and you just kind of suck into the old habit. If you have a good posture, if you carry yourself in proper posture since you're young, then you don't have to worry about that. But most people, even when we sit and we don't sit up straight, we just slouch and we sit with our sit bone. That creates pressure onto the lower back and kind of will mess up the whole spinal cord area. And when you mess up your lower back, you mess up your upper back, and then next thing you know, your neck hurts, and then you have a head pain and pain all over, and you don't know why. Okay, all right. So don't hunt too much. Make sure your shoulder is forward, and you open up your shoulder and move forward. Open up your shoulder and neck push about 30 degrees front, and then you are pretty much set. Okay, your posture. All right. And what are they talking about here? Optimize your computer mouse. Oops, where's my other mouse? Oh, okay. My wife took it. I use the Apple mouse for presentation wise. Otherwise, I use the Logitech mouse, and let's see. One second. Let me see if I have the name of that mouse. Mouse. Mouse, where are you? Number. Alrighty. I don't have it with me, so I'm going to put the link. 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to put the link up here. The mouse that I normally use. Okay, so that way it's more ergonomic, and it helps take the pressure off your hand and your arm too. All right, and make sure that your hand reaches your mouse in an angle that is comfortable. You don't want it to be like this. You want to be just flat and nice, and then you'll be moving your mouse with the one that we have. The one that I use all the time is with the roller on the side. So when you try to move your document up and down or slide from pages to pages, it's easy. There's a roller on the side, right? Okay. So the thing is also you have to experiment with the the positioning and the product, and to make sure you're really comfortable with it. That way you won't create too much pain on your arm, right? Okay, next thing is you want to keep your arm what? You want to keep your arm warm. Stay warm. When you keep your hands, your arm warm, when doing anything, it's it helps, because why? If your hand is warm, right? That means there's enough circulation, there's enough blood into the area. And if it's cold, that means not enough circulation, right? So you might just injure or hurt yourself pretty easily. Yep. Okay. They also suggest mix up your exercise. At first I was wondering why do you need mix up your exercise? When you exercise, you just exercise, right? And I swim in the summer all the time. So, and I swim only one way, breaststroke, and I was thinking why do you need to neighbor's making steak, yes, smell it now. Why do you need to mix up the exercise a little bit? What do you think? Put in chat, let me know. Yeah, what do you think? Mixing up exercise will help with the arm pain. Okay, so let me know. All right. So basically, they say if you do one exercise over and over again, after many days, it will create pain, right? So if you mix a variety, like today maybe I swim this way, tomorrow I swim freestyle, or then next day I swim backstroke. So that way it's not going to create injury that easily. Or today you might be lifting, working on your hands, then tomorrow you might be working on your legs, and then next day you want to work on your abs. So they say to just change it a little bit, do a combination of few, so that way you won't stress out certain muscles, and that will loosen up, lessen up the injuries. Okay, all right, and last but not least is stretch after every exercise. Okay, question: do you stretch after every exercise? Good question, right? Okay, still, I know you do a lot of skateboarding. So, do you stretch at all, or you just throw the board and start skating? Let me know still. All right. So, yes. Even with swimming now, I try to do some stretches before I swim. And, basic, simple, loosen up the neck, open up your leg by kicking down, and then kicking sideways to open up the groin area so it's not tightened up, and stretching my hands, stretching my arms so that will not cause any tightness, or just warming up, bringing circulation to the area. Then after the swim, I will just work on my neck, stretch my Achilles, make sure my toes are good, because sometimes this happens once in a while. It happens, not frequently, but sometimes when I swim, right, and all of a sudden my toes just they cramp. They don't cramp this way, or they all goes like, and then sometimes the front toe, the big toe, goes up like such, So it's if it's supposed to be like this, right, and then you see the toes is like up, and then sometimes the pinky goes. the small toe goes up like this. So it's that kind of cramp. So, and I used to have calf cramps in the calf, but now with the stretches, no more cramp in the calf. So that's pretty good. I remember when I was younger, like we went to this, like, oh man, we went to a water park. This back in Malaysia, and they have the biggest pool in the country, in that country at that time. So I was swimming across it, and all of a sudden, like I have like cramps on my calf. I'm like, and I cannot stop. So I'm like, so painful. I'm like, try to swim all the way to the end, and then I had to work on my calf. So that's painful, because it's with the cramp, you don't get the pain just during that time, because it will affect you after the cramps. After you get out of the water and everything, you still have to feel the residual pain on it. So that's painful. All right. Okay. So basically, these are the way to prevent it. And of course, again, if you feel any chest pain, any breath, shortness of breath, that's indication that you need to call 911 or just ask someone to take you to the hospital right away. Yep. Okay. Just to recap. Okay. We talk about what is arm pain, and then we talk about what causes the arm pain. Could be a pinched nerves, could be a sprain, could be tendonitis, tendonitis on the wrist, elbow, and on the shoulder, and also rotator cuff injury. Okay, it could be usually comes from like doing overhead motion, painting, baseball, throwing the ball, and bowling, you don't throw overhead. Anything that you throw overhead. Okay, and also broken bones. All right, rheumatoid arthritis. You have inflammation in the joints. Okay, and angina, and heart attack. So that's when you call 911, right? So we look at the symptoms. The symptoms are pain in the wrist, a few weakness, pain in both arms, upper pain, sudden pain in the right arm. So that's like you have to alert, because right side, and chest pain, swelling on the arms or wrist or elbow, stiffness in the joint, like joint aching a little bit, and when it wasn't when you do exercise, right? Okay, then we have talk about prevention. Make sure you don't when you do something, when you type, you don't use too much force, and when you relax when you gripping or your tools, or you handling some stuff, or you writing, don't hold the don't grip too hard. Okay, of course, take breaks. Make sure you take a break after like maybe 50 to an hour, 60 minutes. Take a 5-minute break, a couple seconds. A few minutes break will be good. If you cannot take 5, take 3. Make sure just like stop and take a break. All right, that will help in your concentration. Also, the help with the arm pain. All right. Of course, check your posture, because your posture is bad, you will hurt. Think about it. Right? If your posture is like this, right, that means something. The connection here, your neck and your arm or your shoulder is going to be tightened a little bit, and then it's going to create problem starting from your posture, maybe your neck down to your hand. Okay. All right. Then make sure you get comfortable with a good mouse, and make sure your positioning of your hand, arm. See, this is too much. You have to be like down, and you'll be resting. Your shoulder shouldn't be up when you use the mouse. Your shoulder should be just relaxing on a regular posture, not up. That means you're doing something wrong. And if your wrist is too high above the, let's say this is the table, right, or desk, if you like this, you putting too much pressure on the wrist itself, so and the hand, and so of course it's going to create pain up on your. You're going to get tendonitis and carpal tunnel and yada yada yada. Okay, and of course always stay warm. Once your hands are warm, your arms are warm, that means there's circulation in the area, so it brings oxygen. When there's oxygen, no pain. All right, and also they said mix up the exercise. Make sure you change your routine every day or once in a while or every 3 days, so that it won't cause the repetitive use of the muscle, and it will help prevent injuries. And last but not least, stretch. Okay, all right, and that will warm up the muscle and you won't injure the muscle. Let's staying warm, keep your hands warm. Okay, all right, let's see, let's go to the chat and see what's going on. Still saying that 41 and 48. Okay, still saying that they're having a heat wave there. Wow, 41, 48 Celsius, right? That's times 2.25. Still not bad. 80 something, 90s maybe. 90s is not bad. Over here we have sometimes we are in 100. But anyways, thank God we don't have it. But now we have the cloudy, and it's cloudy all the time. So weird. You're getting Vancouver weather, right? And it was raining yesterday too. All right. We only gotta be close to 30s, but that's good. All right. Flatter mouse is better than rounder mouse. Maybe the Apple Touch track mouse, or is it called track mouse? Only the piece of metal, and then you just use that. I don't know if flatter. Yeah, I think it might be good because you don't have to curve your hand up a little bit. But if you curve your hand up, use one of these, like the gel pad. So you just resting on the gel pad itself. Okay. But with workout, don't have to worry so much. Is switch up, cause you can isolate the muscle. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Nope. I don't stretch. It's time to stretch. You might not know what muscle you're gonna pull sometimes. So if you warm up all the muscles, that will help you just prevent any pain or aches. So that's pretty important, right? Yeah. Still, make sure you warm up and stretch some of the muscles. Okay. All right. Okay. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you know someone that could benefit from this, please share with them. Share some love. Share the channel so that we can grow from here. And if you want to support us, you can always go to wrong button. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/WinstonWoon, or I will put the link up here to make it easier for you. If you don't see the link up here, go down to the description below and you definitely see the link there. All right. And you can also support us by going to Stress Out Press and Soul /Stress Out Stress Free to check on our t-shirts. All right. And if you don't see the link over there, you can always check it up here. It will be up here, or the link in the description below. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to Now it's not popping up. Okay. Don't forget to stay stress-free by changing one habit at a time. And I see you in the next video. Okay? You can always connect with me on Stress Out Stress Free on Facebook or Instagram, or you can also add Vincent Woon at Twitter and LinkedIn. Okay, and the best way is to messenger me through Stress Out Stress Free in Facebook. All right, and I see you in the next video. Don't forget to check these videos out. Check out these videos. All right. Just a reminder, tomorrow we have Q&A. I might be doing that a little earlier, about 8:30. Okay, so come with the questions, and if I have questions, come with questions. If not, just come hang out, bring a drink. You know, I always have tea or some water, and today I have honey and honey. That's it. So this down one makes your thumb hurt after a while. Yeah, that's true too. Alright. Talking about the mouse. Alright, see you still. Thank you for being here.